So, after discussing the formats and marketing and all that shit, right, where are we going from here? To hell.
Sorry, I had to sing the song from the Buffy musical there.
From the Buffy musical?
Yeah, the song Where Do We Go From Here? It's good.
We're worried about you, dude. Anyway, basically, obviously, it's no secret, the next big thing is going to be 3D.
I don't think so.
Well, no, but everybody else does. They're making a good push at it, aren't they?
Right. Well, that's it. It's like I said before, everyone's got the home cinemas. Which means, well, not everyone, but a lot more people do have a home cinema. It's like, I have a home cinema hookup. I mean, not to be all thing, but you've enjoyed listening to stuff through my surround sound.
Yeah.
And that's it, because me and the wife basically said we can go on holiday one year, or we can get a big ass TV and a surround sound kit, and that's what we did. But my point is that those are available. So the whole thing of 3D, and fair play to them, was we need to give something that that you can't get at home, which is 3D. I don't like it.
No. I
don't like 3D.
3D to me will always be unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel... I don't know, I could live without it. Like, Avatar used it in the right way, as we said in Series 1.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was to add depth of field. It was like the HD of cinema and shit like that. But, to be honest, I could still live without it, you know.
And that's it. And the thing that annoys me is, basically, just to go back to what I was saying, you start out as a consumer. As my life was in collecting movies, I collected my VHS. And you say, okay, I'm going to collect DVD because it's better.
Yeah.
Now, then it was Blu-ray, and I went against my principles of like, I resent the fact that DVD's being got rid of. There's nothing wrong with DVD. It's, you know, people are just squeezing the more juice from the berry. And then I watched at a mate's house a Blu-ray on a decent sized telly. One thing I will say, if you're watching a Blu-ray on anything less than a 32-inch high-def screen, don't bother. It's not worth it. Blu-ray on anything less than a 32-inch screen is not worth it. You will not see the difference unless you're sat right up to the screen, and that's not good for your eyes anyway. But my point being is, yes, for certain ones I've double dipped on films I love. The key thing is, there are certain films where, yeah, I've heard the transfer is better. Yeah, I've got the DVD, but I'm still not prepared to get it. Because whilst Blu-ray is a step up, I would say it's not the quantum leap from DVD that DVD was to VHS. No. If you see, I mean, do you agree with me on that?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, Blu-ray is a lot better, but it's not game-changing.
No, it's... I mean, people will argue that on certain ones it can be, because as much as you didn't like the experience and as much as we cite an example, but I will say Avatar looks like you're looking through a window, as we've said before. It is as good as a HD transfer is going to look, I think, and will be the benchmark for a new movie, for an older movie.
I still think
I'd say North by Northwest.
North by Northwest, definitely, but I still think to this day that Zodiac is the best transfer I've ever seen.
I like it. It's got a lot of...
It slipped under the radar, but like everybody does go on about Avatar's like, oh, this is what Blu-ray can do and shit, and I'm like, Zodiac's, look at that. Yeah. You know, but and that's like a personal thing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's it. Basically, I agree with you. Zodiac does a lot with an understated subject matter. It does what tells a story beautifully. But my point being is basically, I swallowed my pride and went, yeah, Blu-ray. You can't remember Blu-ray. How long has Blu-ray been out now? Is it 5 years?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. You're asking me to start a new format already? No. Go fuck yourself, Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. At the end of the day, DVD had at least had 10 years.
Yeah, well,
before Blu-ray arrived.
And then it took another 4 or 5 until this point, before it's...
And you still have the choice. The point is that DVD is still physically there. I mean, I feel... So, I mean, again, this goes back to consumerism. This is why I think internet is beating the piss out of stores, because physically now they've got a store. I'd say, for example, a branch of HMV or, you know, Blockbuster has got a physical store, a boatload of DVDs, the same release on DVD and the Blu-ray, and it must be really hard to physically put the stuff there. But the biggest folly, and this, I mean, this may come back to haunt me. People may be playing me this YouTube video in 5 years' time going, ah, you dick. But 3D home cinema will not work. It's not gonna work, guys. It may actually work, technically, but who wants to be sat there wearing a fucking visor in your front room like you're some kind of extra from the first season of Star Trek Next Gen? You know, who wants that?
It's like the whole thing with having a group of mates trying to watch a movie. You're just not going to be sat there with these glasses on.
Yeah, it's not going to be conducive to the experience. No. And like, that can't be good for your eyes. Putting something on your face which literally holds the image right up to your eyes. What?
But people are going to say that, like, well, you're not going to be watching the 3D films all the time and shit like that. It's going to be an on-off thing.
But when you have 3D TV, I mean, Sky are looking into 3D, aren't they? That's the next big thing. And that is one time where I honestly reckon, consumers will say, no, I'm not going to do that. And they do. I mean, as we've mentioned previously in these videos, there are formats where consumers just went, yeah, I don't think so. I honestly think that's going to happen. The other future thing, whilst I don't think it's 3D, what I think will happen in the future, and I don't want this to happen, I just think it will, is that things won't be physical. Everything will be stream.
See, yeah, I can see the logic, but and like you, I don't want it to happen. But surely there's got to be too much in fucking merchandising packaging. Yeah. For them to just write it off.
Well, I completely agree. I like to physically hold something and have it in my hand. It's not.
Well, human beings as fucking creatures are tactile animals, aren't we? You know. So.
Yeah, we like to physically be able to see it. But yeah, I think streaming will be something they push. I mean, they're already doing that, aren't they, with Netflix?
I don't see that taking over though. Like, I don't see a world where it's all on hard drives and shit, because it won't work.
I honestly do. I don't want it to, but I reckon me and you, it'll take a while, we'll be older, but I reckon in about 25 years time, me and you will be like those people who are holding onto their old vinyls.
Yeah.
You got fucking Blu-ray, why don't you just stream it? You know, in high def.
In fucking holographic 3D where you can interact with the characters of the film and shit.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You know, in the Showgirls reissue, you know, she actually gives you the lap dances.
It's weird. I don't know, I should like it, but I'm a bit freaked out.
I'd be too busy hacking in. Yeah, you enjoying it? And now it looks like your dad.
Now cut her head off. You get proper dark with it, like, now rape him. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, let's wrap this section up. Basically, final thoughts for me on 3D and the future of home entertainment. Fuck 3D.
Yeah.
That's my final thought.
Fuck 3D, right, and it's desperate to squeeze more cash out of the consumer ass.
Okay, so I think that brings season 3 to a close of film discussion, and we hope you've enjoyed in these videos. I mean,
we brought the format a bit. We've took a risk, haven't we? Here, I'm slightly nervous.
To be honest, though, you have to take risks every now and again. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Season 4 will happen, but it probably won't be until the end of August.
Yeah.
And the only thing we know that we're going to do is reflect on the summer movie period.
The summer season.
Thank you to everybody who's watched it and shown us support, because we've been inundated with comments.
We're getting a lot of love for these. It's been quite touching.
It's good, and I like the fact that it can provoke discussion in the comments and shit, and it kind of brings people together to discuss. And even if you have violently different opinions, you can have an intelligent conversation about it.
Although, leading in, if you guys have something you want us to discuss,
let us know.
Feel free.
Thanks again to everybody who's watched, commented, subscribed and everything, and kind of become involved in these videos. And you know, it's good to know that our opinions actually mean something to some people out there,
which is quite alarming when you stop and think,
because we're a pair of sociopaths. But yeah, thanks everyone, and look forward to season 4 making its way to you in late August, early September. And
season 4, the quest for more subs.
We will be doing more joint videos between now and then. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just thanks again.
Thanks to everyone for subbing and viewing, and be lucky to see you.
You're all awesome. See you later.